Hello, welcome back to another video. Today's video is kind of inspired by Little Pin Needle or Annika Victoria on YouTube. She's a sewist, seamstress lady who sews. And she basically does like video tutorials and things like that. And she does these videos where she will show her audience what she's been making for like a certain period of time. And I thought I would do the same thing because I've crafted a lot during quarantine isolation since like February. Basically, I've been in quarantine since like the very early beginning of March, so it's been a while. And I've made a lot of stuff and I'm surrounded by it right now. You can't see it, but I am. First things first is this little patch. I embroidered this myself. I also like beaded it, so I added beads to it. And this was just like a freehand thing. Like I just kind of drew it and then embroidered it. This was my first time making little leaves and like trying some new stitches out. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of how it came out. I added thicker material to the back to kind of make it a little bit sturdier. And then I put it onto my camera bag because I didn't know where else to put it. So next I've made two sets of these. I'm going to show you the like newest ones that I've made. So I've made some napkins. These are for my sister and her partner. So they're all pretty much the same size, and I embroidered their initials. So my sister is an L and for her partner it's a J. So I embroidered these by hand and then I sewed them. So I like just did mitred corners, which I'd never done before. I did do, like, this was my second attempt for their napkins. So I made some for me and my partner before I made these. And that was my first attempt at mitred corners. And it seems quite difficult. Like, it's more like hard work and time consuming than it is like actually difficult. But I really like the result. I think it looks really way more professional and like less bulky. I would show you mine, but they're all very stained at this point, so I'm not going to. Next on my little pile of things is a little cross stitch that I made that says wash your hands. That's it. I used the pattern for the flowers, I used one from DMC, and for the letters I think I got like a random alphabet and just like used that. I thought it'd be cool to hang in like a bathroom or something. I'm gonna put it up for sale on my Etsy store, but I'm currently not accepting purchases right now because I still can't go to the post office. So kind of makes it difficult to have a business where you sell items. So anyway, next, another cross stitch that I made was this one, and it says professional napper. It's me. So again, the lettering I think I got from the DMC website, and the roses as well. I really like how the roses came out. Next here, let me show you what else have I made. A little pincushion. This was a prototype that I made for a client who ordered a like custom pincushion, and we were kind of going back and forth about ideas of how to make it and what we wanted. And at one point we were talking about making it round, so I made one to see, like, for us to kind of have a visual of what it would look like. The client wanted it, didn't want this, and wanted something different, which we've come to, and like it had a happy ending. But I actually really ended up liking this one, and so I kept it for myself. So at the top, as you can see, I have my pins. It has a little tag on the front that says Craftio, and then it has a little ribbon tie, and when you open it, it's like a needle case at the bottom. Yeah, and this lives in my drawer. I use it pretty much every day, or every day that I sew, and I love it. I really like the size, I like the color, really like this fabric. I've made a lot of things from this fabric because I love it so much, and I'm really happy with it. So pincushion. Another thing that I've made that has helped me with my sewing is some pattern weights. I do need to make more because these two are not enough, but these are for putting on your patterns when you're cutting them or when you're drawing them, to weigh them down so that the fabric doesn't run off and things like that. They're really cute. I made them into like little donuts. I used like scrap fabrics to make the shapes, and then I just basically beaded them to make it look like sprinkles, and I filled them with dry beans because that's just what I had on hand to fill them with. And yeah, I want to make some other other ones, but I just haven't got around to it because this is like a small project, but actually like the beading, and you actually have to sew this by hand and stuff. It actually is quite time consuming, so I haven't got around to making more, but I will. Next, I made this handbag that I will show you photos because that is just like this, me showing you here, it won't do it justice. So yeah, I basically made this a few months ago. I bought these bamboo handles from a store, like a craft store, and I knew that I wanted to make a really cool handbag out of them, but I didn't know exactly what. And then I got this fabric and I was like, this is it. I sewed the handles by hand, and it's a huge beach bag, basically. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I love how it came out, and I think it looks really, really cool. This was on sale on my Etsy store as well, but again, Etsy shop is closed currently. But yeah, it's still for sale if you want to buy it when the shop opens up again. Other things that I've made. This little, it's a towel. It's a, not a towel, what do you call it in English? Wait. Tablecloth. So it's a tablecloth, and I made it kind of like patchworky. And yeah, it's for my outdoor table, so like my outdoor dining set. Basically, I wanted to use this fabric, but I didn't have enough, so I cut it into squares and used other fabrics that I had that I thought looked good, and then the back is just a plain color, like a off-white. It used to be a bed sheet. And I also made some matching cushions. Actually, I made the cushions first. So this is one of the cushions, and it's, again, on the back, it's just like a plain color. And inside it has like, I already had the cushions, but the covers were really, really off-colored and like old and just needed some revamping. So I made these cushion covers. They're like sewn shut. You can't actually remove the cushion from in here. It was like a decision that I made because either way, these cushions were like made for outdoors, so they can get wet, so I can just wash the whole thing if I need to wash the cushions. And then I added these elastics and these funky little buttons, these little funky buttons, so that I can, you know, secure it onto the chairs and without them running away. So I made 2 of these. Yeah, I'm really proud of them. I really like how they came out. And on the subject of cushions, I also made some cushion covers for my bedroom. Well, these are just like decorative, so I used, again, an old bed sheet that I had. It's this navy, and then I added this stripe of, it's just like a ribbon that has been embroidered. I did not embroider this myself, but yeah, it's real pretty. And then the other one is basically the same, but on the other side, and these do have zippers so that I can wash them more easily. I'm gonna do the zippers open. They did when I first made them. I haven't opened them in a while. There we go. So yeah, again, zippers so you can remove the cushion and wash it separately if you want to. Other things that I've been working on. Okay, let me show you this. This project is very much like in the making. I have not been successful at it yet. I'm making gloves, okay? These are a pair that I bought secondhand in a vintage market. So they're just pretty gloves. Love them. These are too hot, and I wanted like summer gloves because, you know, fashion, and also the world is gross. So I thought it would be like a fun way to avoid germs. I have made a first attempt with this kind of chiffon type fabric. However, was this for my right hand or my left hand? I think it was for my left hand, but anyway. It was this finger was okay, but this one is way too tight. So I was like, okay, I have to make a new pair. And I started making a new pair, but again, it's not going great. Now it doesn't fit this finger, and I just need to sort out, like, it's such a finicky thing because you're using such small strips of fabric, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so fidgety and finicky and small. And all the fabrics that I want to use that are like summer fabrics are very thin and very hard to work with. So it's just been hard, okay? And I keep my made gloves here just for reference, to see where the seams go and to see how they fit. But it's a struggle, okay? But I'm working on it. It's just gonna take a while. Again, in the subject of things that I'm currently working on. This little embroidery. I'm still very much in the middle of it. I still have this side to finish, but I'm really proud of it, how it's come so far. It was my first time making this kind of flower, and I'm working on my leaves. I think they're starting to look better. This black fabric really makes any color stand out so much, so I used it for something else that I will show you, but I just thought it looked so cool and I wanted to do more experiments on it, so I thought I would do this. Other things that I've made that you have seen on this channel is this cute little cardigan. I haven't worn it in a while because it's hot as balls. And you can tell it's a bit creased, but yeah, I made this little cardigan. It's got like sparkly buttons. I made the pattern myself, and again, I'm really proud how it came out. It's very comfortable, but it will have to wait until next year, or September, October, to be worn again, because it is not cardigan weather right now, especially because this is quite a thick, like, jersey wool type of blend. So other things that I've made. Pajamas. I made this PJ set. It's a pair of like bottoms that are very loose and long and just like have really deep pockets, like really deep pockets. They go all the way to my knees. I don't know why I did that, but then I made the top in my new sewing machine, which is such a breeze. Love that thing. It sews buttons like a dream. And yeah, I will show you like footage of me wearing it, but it's got these like cute little frills in the sleeves, and it's got a cute little collar, and yeah, it's just, I again made this from a bed sheet because I really needed some like nice summery, or like not even summery, I needed like spring pajamas, and I didn't have anything. Like all I had were like really short shorts and like tank tops or flannels, and I needed something in between whilst it wasn't too hot, while it was just still like spring, because we did have spring this year. So that's why I made these, but they are really, really comfortable. At the time, I was in quarantine and I didn't have any fabric that was like comfortable and breathable, and that I had like enough of to make a PJ set. So that's why I used this. Use what you have, you know? Other things that I've made, you've also probably seen me wear this, especially if you follow me on Instagram, because I posted this. I made a little like top and skirt set, like a, what do you call those? Twin set? No. Double set? Whatever, you know what I mean. So the top is a little tank. It's kind of like a corset inspired crop top type of situation. I did get the pattern from somewhere, but then I definitely ran wild with it and kind of like had to troubleshoot as I went along and stuff like that. But I'm really happy with how it came out. It fits me perfectly, and I love the buttons, and it's very, very comfortable. So it's like a long kind of breezy skirt. It has pockets, which is very important. I really love it. Again, these funky buttons, and it also has a matching belt that I also made. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. I'm really proud of it. And of course there's like mistakes that I made and things that aren't like super perfect, but I love wearing this skirt. It's super cool and like fresh, like it doesn't overheat, doesn't make me overheat, you know what I mean? Like it's a nice summery kind of fabric. Made a matching mask, because you know, kind of the world we live in right now. So I have a matching mask, and I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I also made a matching bow tie for my dog, because you know he loves a good bow tie. I made this one for him as well, or like for whatever. I made them to sell, but this one, I have a bunch. I also made a matching one to my cardigan, and just like some random ones that don't really match anything that I've made for myself, but they're just like, I just use little leftover fabrics. These are the same fabric as my gloves, my first attempt gloves. He loves wearing them. There's this whole box of them that I've been making. Other things that I've made. This cross stitch, it's a lemonade glass. I just finished this last week, I think, and it took so long. Again, many mistakes were made, but I really like how it came out, and I am going to keep working on the collection. There's a bunch of these like drink themed designs on the DMC website. It's free, so you can get the patterns for free, and I'm gonna slowly work through them because I think they would look really cool on this wall. Next up, these shorts. These are from this linen fabric. Pockets, obviously, and then they have like a really thick waistband. I thought about embroidering them, but then I decided not to. And yeah, I have, like, there's a few mistakes on them, but they're so comfortable, and I really, really like them. Then the last piece of clothing that I have here to show you is this top. This is like the first, this is the same pattern actually as my pajama tops. And this is like the first one I ever made, and it was for my sister's birthday. This collar bit, I still haven't quite figured out how to do this, but this inside bit came out really bad on this one. Plus, I used some carbon paper to mark the seams and like all the things that I needed, but it didn't come off in the wash. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like black lines there, and it just didn't come off, and I didn't like how it came out. I feel like I felt like I could do better. So I kept it, and I made another one with the same fabric for my sister. So I made this exact top for her birthday. I still have it with me, but it's wrapped so that I can give it to her when I see her. And yeah, I made the pajama tops in with the same pattern but different fabric, and I feel like this is just a really cute top. Then I have here a whole lot of face masks. These don't actually have elastics yet because I haven't got around to putting elastics on them yet, but this one matches my dress. I've sold a few, I've given a few away to family and friends, but this is what I have right now as a stock. I was selling them on Etsy, but again, the numbers of COVID cases went through the roof in my area lately, and it's not safe right now for me to be going out any more than I need to, so I'm just not going out of the house unless it's for the supermarket, basically. I made this face mask to match my dress, but this dress I didn't make. It was bought in a charity shop, so I paid like €2 for it. It was quite long, so I actually decided to hem it and at a different size because I felt like the length of it just wasn't flattering to me. So I decided to cut it, and I basically just hemmed it in a different space, but I cut like quite a big portion out of it. And what I did was I made 2 face masks with that fabric, and also I added pockets to this dress, and it's like so much more comfortable, it's so much more wearable. I feel like it looks so much better on me now, and I wear it all the time. Not that I didn't wear it before, but I just felt like the length it changes the dress completely, and I'm really, really happy that I did do that. Now let me check that I mentioned everything. Another thing that I made that I have here that I will show you in photos, the Fairy Garden book nook. So I handmade everything. I embroidered the pillows myself and like sewed them. I made everything myself, and I painted it and everything, and now it just looks so magical and so cute, and I'm so proud of it. It looks really, really cool, and it was like a really fun thing to make and to work on. Another thing that I wanted to show you is something that I made for my mom for her birthday as her birthday present. Because it's her 60th, I thought I would make her something more special. So I custom designed a like project bag for her knitting and crocheting. So it's like huge and it has a million pockets, both on the outside and on the inside. It's very much reinforced, and I used thick interfacing to make it like sturdier and stronger. I used this fabric that she really, really liked and that she wanted me to make something for her out of, but it wasn't enough to make what she wanted. She wanted a pair of pants trousers, but it wasn't enough fabric to make a pair of trousers, so I decided to make this bag for her. I am going to be making a face mask that matches to give her as well. And I will show you photos. I don't have like a ton of pictures because I'm not going to be putting this up for sale because I don't have any more of this fabric, but I really love how it came out. And I also made her a little pouch that I embroidered myself, and that goes in to the bag and that she can like unhook out of bag or not. It looks really cute and I think she's really gonna like it. So I've already wrapped it, and yeah, I'm really proud of it. I don't have all of this stuff up for sale on my Etsy shop. Like a lot of the stuff I make because like I need a cushion cover, so I'll just make one, or I need, you know, a face mask, so I make one. I kind of like do stuff that I need and that my family asks me and stuff, but I don't put it all up for sale on Etsy. But if you ever want like anything like this, a specific thing, just message me and I will try to make it happen for you. I will show you what fabrics I have and kind of like what I can do. I really like being creative and like making all this stuff, so it's been fun. Just so cool to wear the stuff that you make and to know that you can make stuff yourself. I don't know, it's just really proud moment. I hope you liked what I made, and coming on this journey with me. So if you ever have wondered throughout these weeks that I haven't been posting much, if you were wondering what I'm doing, I'm probably either embroidering, cross-stitching, or sewing. I've also painted a bit, but I don't really feel comfortable showing my painting because I'm not very good at it, and it's just something that I do when I'm sad and that I need to like just paint. I don't know how to explain it. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave it a like and a comment, and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done that already. You can also click the notification bell if you want to know when I post new videos, because like I say in every video, I don't post regularly, so it will let you know when I do post a new video. That is everything that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!